start streaming. I don't know, before I just like last week I didn't stream at all. 50-60 people were coming. Let's see if anybody comes today. Probably it's you. We'll have some people here today.
Yeah, maybe. I'm gonna get Corn on here too. Hang on. Let me fucking see where he's at.
Yeah, sure. Somebody here? Oh yeah, we have people here. Hey, hello everybody. Welcome to the 9th episode, Squeeze City. And we have our special guest here with us, Jay Strizzy.
Oh, is this happening now?
Yeah,
hello.
Yeah, you can greet the guests. We have like 5-6 people here.
Oh, hello, friends. How is everybody? I need a link to this so I can read the chat. Hang on, I'm trying to get Corn in here.
Sure.
Let's see.
People rushing in right now after the stress. After Jay shares
There
the
you go.
tweet. Hey Jay, congrats on 25k, man. Good job.
Dude, I woke up today at 25k and I felt no different. If anything, they just giving me a bigger headache.
Yeah, they will. Obviously, man. The Spider-Man thesis, right? Responsibility gets bigger too.
God, I'm trying to get Corn to answer the phone, but he's not picking up the phone. He must be related to my girlfriend.
So,
is your wife like that? Like, whenever you call your wife, I bet you she doesn't answer the phone.
I refuse to comment.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay, there he is.
What's going on with the market, man? Like, it's just mooning, eh? It doesn't stop.
I mean, if I reveal my short position, I'm just going to get trolled into oblivion if we close over 43.60.
43.60. Yeah, that's fine, man. Who gives a fuck?
Hang on. Corn talk? This guy's useless. Anyway, yeah, man, I don't know. I mean, dude, if it closes above that, I assume it's just going to run like 40, 50 points. And if it doesn't, I think we'll go back to the low that we set in yesterday. So it's just like, I don't care, dude.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Hey,
I
man.
think it works now. Trying to get some ping and curry right now.
Hey, how are you, Corn? Jingle here.
What's up, man? How's it going?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
You're already live, Corn. Nobody wants to
I'm
hear
getting
about
some
your
curry
curry.
right now.
You have like 3 people here now. Nice.
You have 111 people watching you.
What the
How
fuck?
come I can't put it on speaker?
That's a lot of people, man.
Yeah, Corn's the one with the Discord. What was it called? It was Paper Hands and what? Oh, Paper Hands in Denial that we shared a long time ago. I'm actually, hang on. His Twitter handles I go so damn ham. Jingle, tell me about your P&L today. What's it looking like?
It's negative, man. No, I
How
didn't.
negative?
I didn't trade today.
You didn't trade at all?
No, I didn't.
You just watched it?
Yeah. I was
Why?
I was busy with some of the home stuff. So, like, when I'm like doing other stuff,
You and your
I don't
10
want to trade.
kids?
Yeah. Yeah, like 6 of them, right?
You 6 kids?
Maybe more.
Oh my god, that you know of? Oh boy.
Oh, God.
It's all that charm, bro. It's that charm and that wit.
Oh, God. I don't know, man.
It's definitely not the trading skills yet, but they're improving every day.
I don't know, man. I'm starting to lose hope now.
Absolutely not. Are you having a green week? Did you have a green week last week?
Like, I didn't actually get to the point where I haven't been streaming like since last week. So I've been actually pretty shit in terms of health. Like last week I couldn't even sit on my chair. So like my back is like in pain. So last week I didn't trade much. Did not do it.
Does the market stress you out that much where you have lower back pain?
Yeah, I think so. It's not just the market, like it's just how shit I have been treating myself over the last whole year, right? So it's starting to like catch up now. Like all that like the stress thing is a part of it as well, but the other thing like a shitty mattress, improper posture, right? You can only fuck it up so much before it gives you signs like, hey motherfucker.
Yeah. I've toasted my knee over like the last 2 years for sure.
Yeah, it's like, man, they take some time off.
Is that why you were asking about that stand-up desk?
Yeah, so I'm like working on fixing my mess. So I've been sleeping on the floor actually for the last 3 days. My mattress is pretty shitty. I don't know what's wrong, but like last 2 days I've felt better. Like I am actually sitting on my desk right now. I haven't been able to do that last week. So like just like yeah. So working on that stuff because now like last week I was like, okay, now I've been treating my body really like shit. So it's like starting to, show some signs. So just like that's why
healthy body, healthy mind.
Yeah. So just need to, get back to where I can like I'm properly rested.
I feel you.
Because I'm like sitting 12 hours on the chair, right? 8 hours, 9 hours, and then if the mattress is shitty, then your back's not been rested for the night as well, and in the morning you're again, and then you're doing dumb things like stupid trades. So it all like adds up, right? So haven't been properly rested. So just like I'm like, okay, it's not a big problem if I don't stream or just don't trade for a week or cut it back.
I got you. Corn, what's your setup like? You have a stand-up desk? I think he's just getting curry. God, he sucks, man. I'm half convinced that Corn's P&L, which is phenomenal, by the way, is tied to his setup.
Yeah, really?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it does help, right? After a certain time. Like you have like extra, each monitor adds one lot.
Well, it's not even, I want to know what kind of mouse he uses. Like maybe I'll click as quickly as he does, on the DOM.
That could be the difference, man. Like, is Corn back again? Like how long he's been trading? Corn?
I don't know. He was probably trading in the womb. I don't know.
I see.
Corn, how long have you been trading? This guy's such a dud. He can figure out equity markets, but he can't figure out how to use a fucking microphone.
Okay, I know I have like 250 people who have more interest in listening to two of you, but if you don't like start speaking, I'm gonna kick both of you out.
How dare you?
Disregard of your trading skills or anything like that.
Oh, he said 1 second, I'll be back in 5 minutes.
That's fine. I'm just kidding. Gotcha. I'm just completely ignoring the chat. If anybody, we will get back to you.
Get Big Brad and Honk in here. I was gonna have Brad on, but Brad's busy. He's
man, everybody's welcome on the stream. You want like traders, hookers, like whatever you want, man. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
Brad's what's Brad
Keep
doing?
adding in the Discord room. Whoever
Brad's
you want to bring.
short 5 stocks, long 6 stocks, and long options on 4 stocks in one trading account. He has too much exposure, and he needs to get rid of it by fucking
I don't
twice.
know, man.
That's what he said.
If I have like 3 trades on, I'm like all over the place and fucking it all up. I can just like trade a couple of things. Like not there.
I trade
yet.
about max 3 or 4 open positions at any given time.
Wow, I can't do it. I'm like getting screwed all over the place, and it's like maybe it might work, put one micro on in different markets, and whichever is actually working, take the other one off and add the one to which is in profit.
Just average down, leverage up.
Yeah,
it's the way to do it.
Yeah,
you're a scale and scalper. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
We need Honk. Dude, I tried to get Hank in here, and I don't even know where he is. He said that he was taking the last 2 days off. Something about trying to kill Leo. He hasn't really figured it out,
Wow.
You've never seen Pablo and Strs at the same place together.
Yeah.
For good reason. Hang on.
How are we going to close? That's the big question here. Like the Bulls are trying to push this thing another like 10, 15 points, I don't know, like if we get over 43.65, I think, like as you said, like 4,400 becomes possible, right?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, what the fuck does anyone know? I mean, realistically, you know what
nobody
I mean?
knows.
We're all just
right?
we're all just taking our shots, flipping a coin.
Yeah.
It's just, you're just trying to find situations where there's asymmetric risk reward.
Yeah, but I can just see right here on the tape, like 56 to 58 is kind of the area where I think like big lots are coming in. So whichever way it breaks, you want to go there. Like this is the thing I've tried to like figure out, like nobody knows it's gonna go up or down, right? If you can identify an area where like the battle is really going on, just like use a buy stop or a sell stop like 4 or 5 points below it. Yeah, you might get screwed, but like you might lose like 2-3 points, like if it comes back to that area. So, but like that's the point, right? You want to get into a place where it's going to really move, because now we're into the last hour and this zone is clearly, it's not gonna like close here. It's either gonna take off or it's gonna dump.
Yeah, I'm not entirely certain. Hang on 1 second.
Let's see the chat. No, fuck NASDAQ. I'm gonna put my YouTube chat over the NASDAQ chart. I don't trade it anyway. Where is Adam Sex? Oh, Adam Sex is in the chat room. Papa Set. How are you, Papa Set? We haven't had a call like, in a while now. I probably should call you since you moved.
Okay, I've returned. Sorry. I had for the past week I've been getting all the windows replaced at my house, and they just left, so I had to like go close the garage door and all that garbage. Anyway, whose voice is Jingles and whose voice is Jerseys? I'm Jay.
Like the common one is Jingle.
Yeah, he's significant. That's just who I am, bro. I'm an intense individual, okay?
That's okay, man. That's okay. You know what you are, you know that, and that's what's important, right? 3-point stop Strizzy. No stop Jingle Bell. Too calm. Blows up accounts. Oh god. You should not be too calm, especially in trading. You need some kind of intensity.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. Plus, if you're a little bit extra, it kind of makes your day go by faster.
Yeah.
If everyone just spoke to each other calmly, nicely.
Yeah, we need all flavors, right?
Exactly.
Jingle is the voice of 1.5 billion people. No way, Wilson. We have some chat coming in. We have like 300 people, Jay. Like, people really love you. Like, whenever I do this shit, like 30 people and Gaston. That's all.
The problem is that we keep doing this when the market is like slowing to a crawl.
Yeah. Yeah, like last 2 weeks, it was really volatile, right? And especially like with streaming, I tried it my first week. Yeah, I mean, it's a different story to stream it and trade it. Like, if anybody thinks different, they should try it.
Yeah, it's difficult. Discord links Jersey. No. Hang on. Corn's trying to get us to join some other server, some garbage. Imagine, this guy's trying to take over your stream. We should fight him. I know where he lives.
I
think
don't
he
know.
lives
Just
in
don't
Florida.
hack me or shit, right?
You're so stupid. They're gonna hack you. That's it. I'm trying to see if he's on his computer or his phone. That way we can get a little bit consistency going on in the stream.
Yep.
So what do you think? Prior to me having to go close the garage door, you were inquiring as to where I think the market would close.
Yeah.
What are your thoughts?
Like, I'm just looking at this 56 to 58 area. Whichever way it goes, I want to go with that. Like, my bias is, like, this is kind of the area where I think if we close below 43.65, if we don't go that far or that much, we unwind today's rally pretty quickly. That's what I think. Like, if we don't close above 43.65.
I see.
Like, what do I know, right? Or anybody does. But yeah, today, like, this kind of structure, like even yesterday I tweeted, like, don't fucking short here. Like, it was just like also like how extended we were to the downside, and also like buyers were clearly showing up on the tape below 75. And so that was an easy call, easy trade yesterday. But like today, like, yeah, I mean, yesterday, the way that area held, right? 40 to 80, 40 to 85 was one level I was watching. When that broke out and it started building above 4,300 overnight, it was just only one way this was going to go. And in the morning, like, you take 43.20 so quickly, you don't want to be fighting the trend on a day like today. So it's kind of, they decide, like, whoever is in control, and they just let them play all day. They don't interfere. It's like day-to-day kind of thing. So bears are kind of, okay, I do whatever fuck you want to go do, but this is kind of your line in sand. If you come here, we're going to whack you. So this is kind of the area right here.
We're gonna whack you. What are you, the mob?
It's I don't know, like that's how I think things are happening. But like, you can only let it go so far. You go above 43.65 and bears kind of start to become like, okay, we have been fucked all year. We don't want to be risking it again here. So
that's fair.
Yeah, this is kind of the spot, right? It's fair value. Last week's point of control near that. So
fair value. I don't know who you follow on Twitter, but fair value to me is 1,800.
Yeah.
Okay, hang on. hang on. Join okay, so Harrison's got a voice server.
Okay.
I'm gonna guide you through this. Okay. Open up our Discord chat and click the green button that says join. it's a very complicated system.
Yeah, guys, just a minute. I'm trying to get back on the call with them. Back pain management.
And we're back.
Capital. Oh my god! Like, who made that?
Do you believe it, bro? There was a button that said chat's not gonna fucking believe this.
Fuck,
there was a button that said join, and he clicked the wrong one.
Oh god! Are you kidding me?
It's okay, man.
Short like 10 lots, man.
Okay,
like a YOLO trade.
Let's see what's up in chat. Thoughts on CL? I'm not looking at crude. I don't know. Crude probably hits 80s because my boy Preston Shaw is a genius when it comes to crude. So I listen to everything that he says. If Preston says crude's going to 80, it's going to 80. It's already happened in my head.
Can you hear me now?
I absolutely can. I can hear that beautiful voice.
Thank you.
Okay, Corn, hang on.
Great Corn takeover.
what's your trading setup like?
Like actual, like physical?
Yeah, physical, like in your room, office, whatever.
I have a chair, not stand up.
What kind of mouse?
The Logitech Pro one, wireless.
Good mouse. About your keyboard?
Mechanical, of course, cherry brown switch.
What about your monitor?
I only use 2 monitors actually. I could use 3, but I think, I don't know, 2's enough for me.
You think if I get everything that you use, I'll be as good as you?
Nah. No.
Boo.
Dude, that's like
Boo
the
to
classic.
Strizzy, boo. Failed attempt, Strizzy. It's not gonna happen, man.
I
You
think
need-
I think having like a 1440p monitor or 4K actually is very helpful because you get so much more screen space.
Yeah,
I
it's a
actually
big
have
difference.
the 49-inch Odyssey G9.
Yeah.
You
Oh,
fucker,
nice.
you bought Odyssey? You
Yeah, the Odyssey G9.
you had the Dell 49-inch, right?
Yeah, I don't want that one.
Where the fuck is that? I'll give you my address after the stream. Ship it over.
Okay, I'll work on it.
Yeah, Odyssey. So
Somebody said he'd make.
you got that like giant curved ass monitor, like Kim Kardashian.
Yeah, so I have
monitor, right?
that, and yeah, yeah, dude, the Kim K monitor. Yeah,
Yeah, Kim K monitor. Oh god.
I have a vertical monitor too on the left. It's just like a separate. I don't even know what this is. Some Asus. I don't know. It's like 144 hertz. It's some bullshit. I just keep some DOMs on there that I never look at. I usually just use that one for Twitter or Discord.
Yeah, keep something going
It
on the
looks
screen,
cool.
right? High tech.
It does look cool.
DOMs.
Exactly. I mean, I don't know. I saw Jingle's desktop background when he was moving his Sierra charts.
Mhm.
Yeah.
What animal you got back there?
I don't know, like if you can see, that's right there.
It's got to be a bear, right?
Yeah, it's not a bear. It's a lion.
Well, your P&L would be like 5,000% higher if you had a picture of a tiger.
Yeah, sure, man.
A lot of people use tigers in trading for some reason.
Well, dude, it's because tigers are one of the most patient animals, right? Like,
Okay.
tigers will just stalk people for hours and then they strike. I don't know, dude. It's super cheesy. Whatever.
Who gives a fuck, man? I'm not gonna put a tiger because just TikTok has that kind of cover on
I don't
there.
know.
Fuck
I'm
them.
never gonna.
Tiger.
Well, that's what I was saying. Your P&L will be higher if you use the tiger background.
I don't know. I'm not sure about that.
I would never rep an animal that could kill me in a fight.
Oh god.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah,
Jay claims he could take a wolf 1v1.
I totally think I can. I don't care if chat disagrees with me. I can definitely fight a wolf. But I don't know. I'm just looking at this. Today is so boring. Oh my god.
Like,
Was anything interesting happening in the market today?
just morning, man. If you missed it, you're nothing. You're nothing.
Yeah, it's been pretty lame.
You had like a couple of trades today. Like one you could buy, like, this is hindsight capital, of course, right? So once like
For sure.
43.20 broke, like that was like the overnight highs. That's one trade, and then you have two trades buying the retest of the previous day high, 43.44. So these are the kind of trades you can take in today. Other than that, it's nothing.
I don't know. I kind of felt like an asshole today because I was net long options
Okay.
today, like from yesterday going into today, and I wasn't actually at my desk in the morning. I was just like on my laptop doing some bullshit because I had those dudes at my house and they were in my office doing the windows and all that garbage. So I was just like downstairs and I don't have access to my full setup on a laptop, but I do have a little automated script that kind of tells me when the chances of a trend day are pretty high.
I see.
And my followers know it as like trend J, or I just say like today will trend, And I don't know if today's actually going to trend. I'm just some asshole with an opinion, you know what I mean? But historically, it's mostly right,
Yeah.
And that actually, it actually went today. Like it fired in the morning, but I didn't get to my setup until like 11:30.
Yeah,
so
like
it's completely useless.
It was in the making yesterday, right? You see that B-shaped profile, and 42.75 just like trapping bears. It's like there's only one way to go then, especially like once you get over back into that previous week's range, 42.94. That was the low or something. Then it's like, okay, good night. Like bears are dead.
Yeah, there were some. I was long most of the day until I closed. I closed my long position at like 43.55 and then added some puts at 57. But I was scalping shorts off of my long option position at like 26.
Yeah.
That was like the one trade that I took, and I got stopped out on my runners, which sucked.
So one of the things that other things happens with me, like I've started avoiding that. So let's say I have a level like 43, 33, or that zone I'm looking to short, right? So when a day like today happens, I would just like when that thing comes to that level, I would just short it and then get run over like crazy. But now I don't do that shit. I'm like, look at this 30-minute chart right here. It's like a bazooka on the upside, right? So if anybody wants to short, you have to fucking wait for this thing to grind. Like now it's doing that, right? The 30-minute has gone from now trend mode to consolidation. Like now it's you have a better chance of taking a shot at shorting this thing. But in the morning, just get out of the way. Like that thing moves like to the upside and the downside. Even yesterday, like it was explosive. Like when 43, like we opened near 43.20 or something, and it just melted down to 42.17. Like I don't know, half an hour or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that
like
was
an hour.
yeah. In this is the thing, biggest thing I've learned. Like during the open, like especially when markets are out of balance, don't screw with them. Like don't go against the trend that day at all. Just a disaster. Yeah.
Yeah. What I'm especially fond of is the people losing their minds off the open when the market jumps or sells off 20 to 30 points. But like yesterday was basically an inside day, you know?
Yeah.
Like the range is so wide right now that it's like I need a daily close or an open completely outside of the previous day's range for me to even start giving a shit, you know?
Yeah, so yesterday wasn't an inside day. Like the lowers was lower, right? So we can't call it that. But yeah, if we're talking about just the value, if we compare with the prior day, right? Prior day, like it was just like it was like Friday we just mooned, right?
With after hours, it was inside day.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, after hours was
Yeah, it's just there's no actual directional bias yet.
Yeah, so that's the thing, right? Day before, yeah, like yesterday on Friday we rejected that lower value, right? Like 42.85 or something. We didn't trade that much. So Monday was like, okay, like bears, you want to have a shot? Like, okay, let's trade here and see what you got. So they spent like the entire day yesterday consolidating between 75 and 95, and the bears just couldn't get lower. So it's like, okay, you've tried your shot, now we're gonna try what we got. That's how I see things.
I got long at close yesterday, and I made like 20 points and then sold out. Forgot to buy again and missed this whole 100-point rally after it, or 50-point rally.
Yeah.
So you're treating yourself with curry for a job well missed. I like it.
It's real good curry. Bang in curry.
I don't know, man. I don't do spicy food. I know.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. What do you guys even have in the French Canadian land for food?
I'm not, dude. First of all, I'm in Ontario. Okay, I was born in Montreal, but our food's just like yours. It's pretty average.
Like I have a lot of curry.
Nothing.
Spicy curries, yeah.
Yeah.
The Asia reversals are becoming a decent pattern. Yeah, I agree with that. Whoever said that in chat.
I mean,
go ahead.
We basically have 4 overlapping days now that it's just going to be some bullshit.
We're just like looking at this is the third week we are consolidating in the same range. So whatever comes like above 44.60 and below 42.50, it's going to go 200 points that way. Like whoever wins this. That's how I think. Like 44.50, another 200 points would be like 4,600 plus. But if we break down, I think we are going back to 4,100 or lower.
It's definitely been a lot more tricky since from the start of the year till like August was super easy, just grinding up. Yeah. But now since we kind of broke the whole trend, it's a little sketchier.
Yeah, the last time we broke the 50-day DMA, like I think the lows were like 43, 47 on that. And then we just rallied back again. And last time I thought like, okay, this is changing. It's not going to keep bouncing on the 50-day. And then they did it one more time. And when it happened this time, I was like, fuck, this is not coming back. And they're like people I follow, right? Like Jimmy Jude and stuff. Like they warned you like what's coming. Be ready for it. And they know. I don't know how they know. They always know.
Well, they're looking at the VIX term structure and a bunch of.
They do that stuff as well, and plus, like those guys are trading like, I don't know, gazillion years now. Like, I don't know, and I wasn't even born when they were trading or something.
Yeah, I feel like nothing can surprise Jimmy Jude.
Yeah.
I mean, I say that, and I'm sure that he'll admit that he can still be surprised by the market, but deep down, he's just been around for so goddamn much, where it's just like, you know,
like the pandemic thing was pretty shitty, right? Like, so it was a very aggressive sell-off, but throughout the sell-off, like I was checking out his tweets. It was like, okay, like this thing, when this turns around, it's good night. Like, you're gonna cry like a bitch. Like when this.
Yeah, I love the way he puts it too.
I know,
it's absolutely hilarious.
It's amazing. Like he's my favorite follow on Twitter. Like if anybody doesn't follow Jimmy, you gotta follow him. Like he's put like one tweet in like 2 days, then you can just trade your whole week off that. I mean, staying on the right side at least.
Yeah. The only concern that I have so far is that the majority of the pullbacks that we've had over the last year is that they seem to wick into the area, and then it's just a giant V, you know?
Yeah.
We haven't actually seen that yet on this one, so maybe this time's different.
I'll just put on my daily chart, see if I can show you guys here what I'm looking
Corn, what do you think? Does this time feel different?
I mean, it definitely feels a lot more toppy than we've had the whole grind up, because even just like the simplest of a trend line, which you can just clearly see it's not in the easy buy the dip anymore, unless we just start rallying again and make new highs. Yeah, I don't. If we do even make new highs, I don't know how much farther we'll actually go up before getting some kind of pullback after that.
And this is the daily chart I've put up on the E-minis. So.
Yeah, but hang on. Can you condense that chart so that they can see like further back? Yeah. Keep going. All the way. Squeeze it. Yeah, so if they look at all... so yeah, take a look at like 329, 5.6, 6.17, 7.18, 8.18. Yeah. Notice a fucking pattern here. It's like
this right here, right? It's just bouncing off that 50-day, right? Every single time. And this time it like broke and it acted resistance, and now we're even below the 100-day, right? So we like this is the Ichimoku I use. I like stole it from like one of
from Sam.
Not Sam. I saw like what's his name? Richard Skylan at K. Like Jimmy Ju talks highly about that guy.
Right.
Yeah, like he's another experienced trader, right? So I just like look at his charts and stuff. So I did watch some YouTube videos on it. So it's a pretty cool thing. It's like just a trend following system, right? But like that's the thing. Like this cloud right here, they call it the Kumo cloud. So below this, you have like heavy resistance on the upside. You can see it without the Ichimoku as well. But like this is like the line in the sand right here for the bears, right? 4380, like this thing right here. This thing gets in this cloud. So between the cloud, it's like indecision. Below it's bearish. Above it's bullish. So this is like the first time in a while, like more than a year, we are like anywhere underneath the cloud. So plus, like I like put like these swing highs and lows on the daily chart. You know exactly how far the last move is. So this rotation from the last swing high was about almost 5%, 4.88%. The last one was 5.66.
What is this? Okay. I don't have anything like this. I just use my eyes.
Yeah, I mean that's fine. Like this swing high method, like the first time I saw it was Brian Watt. Like he does this thing. I know. But like, you know, it's just like some things you pick up from other, and then you use it in your own way. Like I don't like, if anything, like I pick up from other traders, I don't start trading it immediately. I'll just start watching it to see if it makes sense to me.
That makes sense.
On the 30th, when we had the big sell off after we kind of bounced, the VIX structure across the whole thing was down. which was pretty interesting to see.
Can-
Then we had a pretty nice
Can you
bounce.
say that in English for the people in the chat? What they can expect?
I mean, just contracts all across the fixed structure itself were all decreasing. Fear was going away even when we had a huge sell-off day, which you can kind of get an idea of. I guess because there's always gonna, like, if you use VIX complete, like only VIX, you'll see a lot of people. It has a seasonality effect on Monday and Friday based on how many are rolling into the window. So naturally, there's always going to be a rise and fall on those days if all things are equal. It's like a weird seasonality, but on like the 30th, even so, when you had the big sell-off and the whole term structure just dropped a little, basically fears dispersing at that point.
Yeah, I mean, those like the divergences in the wicks and the options kind of thing is kind of more telling you than the other kind of things that people use for the divergences. Yeah, like if you really know how to use that, like I don't know how to use that like at all. Like I just like go off tweets of some people, like if somebody's saying like
that's the extent of your due diligence.
No,
I mean, honestly though, that's like a decent way to go about, because there's not really a good source of information to get that in. Like, there's not a good place you can learn how to do that stuff.
Yeah, it's just like I won't use to trade off that, but like I will if it's coming from a source, like from a person I like, somebody puts it out there, and I'm on the wrong side and getting killed, I'll close the trade, or I'll just reevaluate, something like that. So it's not like I listen to every single tweet on Twitter. I don't do that. But like with UVXY and stuff, I think even last week when we were at the lows, I don't follow the guy, but I just like came across a tweet like the UVXY trader. I follow Julia, right? So whatever she likes, that comes on my feed. So,
oh my god, you're a little.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah. Some people are like, I'm seeing something on the profile, and then somebody who's considered as a reputable Wix trader, right? He says that like the fear is gone from the Wix. Just those kind of small things. I'm not taking everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like somebody that I follow on Twitter that I tend to just listen
Leo,
to
I'm gonna start giving false signals on Twitter. Oh, Leo, I'm gonna mute you if you do that to me.
I recommend that everyone follows. Well, one, Corn, because Corn's a smart cookie. But two, Squeeze Metrics.
Yeah, Squeeze Metrics is, and anything I do on Twitter, like I don't read it when it's happening. Like when it's trading the daytime, I don't do that. Like it's like after the trading day or stuff like that, if just going over if something interesting is there and is kind of either validates my analysis or just like completely like shows me the other side, I would look at it. But I don't use that way. Like somebody just tweeted out, oh, Jingle shorted, oh, Jingle went long. No, I don't do that shit.
Yeah, see, the thing about following other people's trades on Twitter is that, like, let's take Squeeze Metrics for the example.
Yeah.
He said that he's long into the close, like 2 days ago or whatever. I don't know. We had a huge rally. It was like we went up like 80 points or some garbage like that. But prior to that, he said that he was long into the close. And it's like, okay, you understand that, but Squeeze Metrics system, he could be long via just shorting puts.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like you can't really just take a directional position because somebody that you respect says, that they're long.
That's why doesn't really work that way. Do that. Yeah. Yeah.
People get the 0-day calls off that shit.
Like I entered some put spreads earlier today at like noon, and I'm getting fucked by theta. But I also sold calls above, like call credit spreads.
Yeah, this thing is so fast. Like, you can't
I'm covering my theta on my puts by just letting these calls expire worthless.
This thing is tanking.
And that's what a lot of people don't understand. But like, I'm not gonna fucking post my actual positions for these people and really hold their hand through it.
Market's going to zero. Here comes the crash. Oh god, it hasn't even lost like 5 points.
I know you have to zoom. You know when you zoomed in on like
Yeah,
the
just
10-second
zoom it
part?
on the 1 minute candle, and it's the biggest 1
Yeah.
minute candle ever. Yeah, that's all I want, man. Like that's it.
And then you
This
zoom
is how Jingle justifies his underwater positions.
Exactly, and that's what the next one turns up. I'm gonna completely fucking ignore that, and then the next big green one, I'm gonna ignore that too, and then I get a little red one. Oh, confirmation. Oh god.
It's all about getting your bias.
Yeah. It worked well, right? 56 to 58.
Yeah.
Breaking to the downside.
It's still stuck in that range for the
Yeah.
past 4 days, basically.
Yeah.
But yeah, like Lily was lecturing me earlier about how I shouldn't have done put spreads, so I had to change it and sell some calls. Like, what the fuck? Let me pull up what Lily wanted me to do. Hang on,
Here we go.
dude. I'm not smart enough for this game. Okay, like I'm good at Delta One, but as soon as you start bringing in like all these different kinds of option plays that you can do, she wanted me to do something called a skew caller, where I'm essentially I buy the 43.55, I sell the 43.30 put, and then I am short Delta One from wherever I want. I'm just like, oh, like
From wherever you want.
Yeah, from like 43.57 or whatever.
Okay.
Here, hang on. Let me put it in the chat for you because like you'll have a better
I
understanding.
have no idea how that works, man. I just know this shit either goes up or it goes down.
Like, I mean, I understand the play, but like, Lily, you should have told me this before I entered the position.
What'd
Oh,
you
you're
do?
playing off ES also?
Pardon?
You're doing ES options?
Yeah. This is what Lily wanted me to do, but I was already, I've already got like $5,000 in my position and all that garbage. Like,
Big money.
it's just whatever.
Big
Yeah,
money
huge
stream.
money, bro. And that's the other thing that I don't think people understand is trading to your account size.
Gotta manage.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Like it's totally different. This game has so many variables, right? You gotta if you can't figure it out yourself, nobody's gonna do it for you. Everything is different. Like your trading style, your time frame, right? Your risk tolerance, like how emotionally your brain is. Like some people like are very good taking 2 points out of the market, but like if you tell somebody to trade for 2 points, they'll just like get chopped up and lose their ass. So everybody's different in this. Like you gotta hit and trial, and that's the biggest problem, right? When we are doing that thing, hit and trial. Like some people like me, like you leverage too much, like, and that's where that kills you,
Sure.
right? So
What
that's
do
what
you think is the appropriate account size for one ES slot?
One ES, I would say like 20,000, 15 to 20,000.
Corn?
One ES
Yeah.
mini.
Yeah, E-mini.
I mean, I think it also depends on how much you have in your bank account, because you can have it so margined. 400 a contract is like nothing.
Yeah.
You can play with like a bunch for like, you can play with like 4 or 5 with like a 10K account, as long as you can just put more money in.
Bro, you are leveraged to your fucking eyeballs.
Yeah, you can.
Like I wouldn't.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, if you have money to put back into it, it doesn't really matter.
No. Okay, hang on. We're talking about proper risk management, account management, all that garbage. Like ideally,
probably like 1 for 10K.
Yeah, I'm in the 15 to 20K boat with.
Yeah. Like if you know
John
what
Wall.
you're doing, right? You don't need money at all in this game. Like you can trade like 1 ES.
Yeah, I mean, I
$5,000.
suppose if you're corn for sure, then do it with
Yeah,
I mean,
if you're like
literally
Adam
put
said,
500.
corn,
Yeah. Put $500 in an account. Your margin's 400, and we'll give you $1,000 by the end of the trading day.
Yeah. That can happen. Or you can just like, I think Adam did that in April. Like he scaled, I don't know, $500 or 1,000 to 10,000 using micros or something.
20,000.
I know, it's nuts, right? So if you know what you're doing, like you don't need money at all. So that's what the illusion is. Like people think like they need money to, as an example, they need to make money. But basically what you're doing is you don't know what you're doing, and all you're asking for is like, I want to have bigger drawdowns on my trades to win half that amount. So that's what people start doing. And one of the time, like these markets, when they move so violently, you get screwed. Like who knew? Like if you started like in January 2020, even if you put like 50 grand in the account, you have 1 ES, you'll get wiped out if you think like you can keep averaging or doing that kind of shit, right? And you never know what's coming. Like who knows?
So you're
this
telling me
sell-off?
that I can't play? I can't just scale into 100 and 140 point swings?
Yeah. Nah. That'll be mad. I mean, I'm talking about like comfortable size, like in the same camp as you, like 15 to 20 grand. Like depending upon what kind of stops you use and stuff. So on a weekly basis, like what is the amount of money that you can lose if things don't go well, which will not make you upset? I mean, that's your true risk. And people, we always do that. Like as new traders, you think like, okay, I have like this 10,000 account. I'm gonna take this to 15,000, and then I'm gonna be fine. And you take it to 15,000, and then you're like, okay, I'm gonna scale it to 25,000, then I'm gonna be fine. Like the greed will not stop. Even if you have the biggest trading day ever, next day you're gonna want more, and next one thing you know, you're gonna be on the wrong side of the trade, and you're gonna get whacked. Like if you don't have proper risk management, right? So initially, like you have to hit and trial using small contracts, and once you have like a decent strategy, you have like positive expectancy, right? Then you can like slowly scale up. Like these things happen. Like I don't know, last week I had my like biggest trading day on Monday, and by Tuesday, Wednesday I like undid like 80% of it. Like it happens. Like no, it's the truth. You don't know how to handle it. Even if you make like 10 grand in a day, like you don't know like how it can happen like so fast and these kind of moves, right? So you got to stay consistent.
Most people have their biggest losing days after their big win days.
It happens.
That's just how it works.
And the worst part was that you were fucking right. Like I went on that long position, I don't know, 43.35 or something, before that rip to 44.65. It was a 150 point move. It's just I levered it too much. I put too many lots on. There's no you can't do that. Like if you go back, it's like people will say, "Oh, I get out of my winners too quickly." Now they can't hold a 50 point move on like one lot. They'll be like, "Okay, I want to exit." But the same thing if they had just like 3 micros on, it's like 50. Yeah.
Like if you're leveraged high as fuck.
Yeah.
And you shouldn't be holding your winners long.
Yeah.
If you need to take that money and fucking down leverage.
So I'll give you an example. I was on my Combine account, right? So they give like a maximum position size of 5 lots. So when the sell-off started, right, 44.76 or something, like that week's high was like 44.83 something. So I'm looking for shorts when the market closes. I'm looking at things, right, to think like, oh, I may have a short at closing this thing. So even like this is after the close, and like Pader puts out a tweet, I like looking for shorts. I was like, fuck this, I'm gonna YOLO this one. Like I am looking at the same thing, he's tweeting it, let's take the chance, right? And my thesis was like, if the market doesn't spend like 30 minutes above today's high, it's going to tank. So I put on like Globex open, I put on 5 lots short, like immediately. And it takes like, Globex being Globex, it's like 3 hours, it start moving like 5 points up, 5 points down, and it's same thing. And it never like gave me any kind of may at all. Like I wasn't offside for even 3 points. But at all that while, I was like fucking panicking just because I had too much size. I had a stop in and everything, but you just panic, and that's the worst part. I don't know how the market does that to you. When you have a working position, when you have a working position with like a lot of size on, you'll be so fucking anxious. I don't know how that happened. That has happened to me a lot, and that position's working, right? And I get my 10 points. I'm like, okay, $2,500. Fuck this. I'm closing. This is sleeping. And next thing I know is that fucking thing does what I was thinking it would do. It's back to yesterday's low. Same inside day. It's just testing the opposite side of the range. And I'm like, fuck. I didn't even need 5 lots. Like if I could just like held the whole thing like as per my plan. Yeah. I would be okay with like 1.5 lot, and I would have slept better. So that's the thing. Like we always make the wrong decision, like on these kind of things. Like position sizing, risk management is so complicated because everybody's account is different, right? Nobody Dude, like, yeah.
You gotta relax, bro. You just gotta learn how to sit tight.
Yeah, exactly. Like that's what I don't do. So how do I improve that? Like that's my thing to work on, right? Nobody can tell me like do this, do that. Then you're gonna be able to hold it.
Like you could usually that just means you're leveraging higher than you're comfortable with. You should never really be nervous in a trade.
Yeah.
If you are, that means you need to downsize, because you'll see over and over where if you're leveraged too high, like you were just saying, you take profits early. Yeah. Where if you just went smaller, you would have less risk and you would hold it much longer and have a much better profit ratio on it.
Yeah. That's what I should be focusing on, But my blood starts boiling when two of my favorite people, tweet out this thing, and I'm seeing the same. And the worst part is when you have a plan, right? It's your plan. I'm not talking about trading on somebody else's thing. You have your plan, and somebody you really respect validates that thing, and even the market is respecting that. You were never offside. It never took you out of the trade ever or challenged your position. So why would you not fucking stay with it? That was the biggest thing for me. I was like, fuck. Let's just not take care about because when you lever too much, your brain, your thinking brain is gonna shut out all the market information. It's just gonna do that. That's what happens. And even the same thing on the next day, I was happy with my 10 points. And in the morning open, the open drive went to the exact same location I opened the short, 44.76, and I didn't click the button. Not even one lot. Not even one lot I click. So that's the kind of thing, right? That's the emotional management you lack as a new person, and especially when you're changing sizes and stuff like that. That's problem. That's big trouble.
So the biggest issue for me, which mind fucks me in the risk reward sense, is a dynamic risk reward system. As in, think about if you go long and you have your target's maybe, let's say 30 points and your stop is 10 points.
Yeah.
Once you get 10 points away from the target, your risk is reversed. Where if you look at it in a dynamic, ever-changing sense, now you're risking 30
20
points
for 20,
to make 10. So it's that's why I think the way to solve that is you have to look at a static environment of before the play starts, you take the risk here and you don't update it until the play's over. Because if you constantly update it throughout the play, it just, the whole dynamic of the trade changes and it just will mind fuck you. It's now I'm 1 point away from target. Do I really want to risk, am
I going to be a dick for a tick?
1 point? Yeah. It's
yeah, I had a huge issue with that when I started trading and adding to winners, right? Because if you've read any trading book, they're like, okay, if you're in a winning position, you add to your winners, not to your losers. I'm like, okay, how hard could that be, But when you start trading 1 to 2 lots, and then you add another lot 10 points higher, and suddenly your average is 4 points away from the current price. You're like, oh well, what the fuck did I just do?
Yeah, that's weird. So it's trading is all about execution, right? Yeah, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I think adding to winners, a lot of people will think doubling down on your winner. It's if you only have one lot, it's hard to add to a winner because you're essentially doubling your position at a higher price. So but if you have 10 micros and you add a couple more micros on the way up,
that's the percentage you're adding 20%, right? That's a big difference, right? I was even talking to another one Igor, Nag Mostovic. He was like that. You got to find your spot. You increase it slowly, because if you're doing ES, right, 1 ES to 2 ES to 3 ES, you do that that kind of way, you're fucked. $150 a point. If you have a under $10,000 account and the market's volatile or something, you're fucked. There's no coming back if you fuck up that trade. And
okay, well, Jingle, what's your stop like?
I don't have stops.
Okay, Corin, what's your stop like?
Okay, so I will have 4 point stops, but when the market starts telling me that you're wrong, I'll be okay, I'm wrong. I know I'm gonna move it. I fuck around with my stops.
Do you use a static amount, or do you do it based on you can do it based on volatility for the day or the VIX and have a stop range kind of based to the environment instead of just 4 points every day? If the VIX goes crazy and we have big ranges, then your whole trading system is going to be out of whack.
Yeah, I need to work on my risk management, man. A lot. I do put in stops and stuff that. That's fine. I do that way, but it's just that. If I like a position, whatever thesis I have, if I change the bullshit from 1 ES to 2 ES, I will be all over the place because it all starts from just leveraging up too much. It all starts there.
My favorite is when you get stopped out and you honor your stop, but then you just buy right again at the same spot where you got stopped.
Bro, I did that today, like a fucking asshole. I was just God damn it.
Oh God.
It cracks me up because I'm like, no, I'm using stops, but it's like you're just paying more comm fees to get out and get back in.
Yeah, I did that today like an asshole.
Like it changes too,
Everyone
right?
still does that shit.
And plus the learning curve as well, right? So how you trade like in the first 3 months is different from what you do in the next three, especially if you're learning quickly. So the thing with me is like once you know you're wrong, I'm so very wrong. Like whether you have like a 6 point stop, a 3 point stop, or a 50 point stop, it's going to hit. Like that's the because you know your trading has improved to a point where you can actually see things in a way that makes sense, right?
Yeah. So what you're talking about is trading around inflection points,
Yeah.
right?
So once
So
you
so
know
like our
that,
short this morning is or midday around like 58, 59. That's an inflection point.
Yeah.
Like we know for a fact that like if the market closes above 60,
Yeah.
this shit's probably going to 4,400.
Exactly. So
like
you
I
have
might
like
as well.
you have like a 5 point stop till 70, or you have like a 35 point stop. It's just like market's gonna fuck you both ways. Like
It doesn't matter. Yeah, it literally it's so irrelevant to the market at this point that.
And plus the thing is, if you lose 35 points on a trade, you're not gonna make it back. You're not gonna make that money back. Like how are you gonna do it? How will you take a 35 points out from the market when like you already have trouble holding winners, right? So like you said, like you use a 3 point stop, Adam uses 4 points. Like that's the max you need on the ES, like on a normal day. Like this morning was like kind of crazy, right? It was low liquidity and stuff like that. So that's a different story. Like yeah, you have to size down, but you also got a good move, right? So
yeah, so the problem with the 3 or the 4 point stop is that it's just dependent on the time of day too.
Yeah.
Right? Because like if you try to like I can trade with a 2 point stop, but the problem is that if you try to trade the 2 point stop at 9:30 in the morning, good fucking luck. You know what I mean?
Plus it's the other understanding too, right? Like the time of the day is so important. Like during the open and stuff, like the day we broke 4,400, right? We went down, I think 60-70 points, like when the sell-off started again. I think it was last week or something. And we can see like those icebergs coming in every 5 points and they're breaking it. So it's not like, one setup you can apply everywhere. Like you can buy every iceberg you see. It depends on the time of the day. So if you want to buy an iceberg, it better be in confluent with some other thing, like the move is extended and stuff like that. But when like the move is so young and it has so much energy, you don't want to do those trades. So that's what you learn over time.
Young and has energy.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Yeah, in the morning, like that bullshit is melting down from 44.03. It's 43.95 as an iceberg, got crushed. 90 as an iceberg, got crushed. 85 as an iceberg, got crushed. And son of a bitch, Jingle is bidding fucking 84. Like, why would you do that? And plus, when you have a plan on weekly that if that thing breaks below 4,400, like you don't want to be long. That's the thing. Like that's the thing you fuck up in execution, right? Plus, like in that thing, if you want to bid that kind of thing, right, your stop needs to be really tight. Why are you losing?
How many losers in a day until you call it a day?
And until account blown.
Okay.
Basically, my broker says margin exhausted. Stop.
Account liquidated.
Oh god, no, I don't do that now. But yeah,
Corn, what about you?
It gets worse. Like
what about me? Honestly,
you don't have losing days, so it doesn't matter.
No, I fucking bought this new MMO New World last week on Tuesday. I was playing it during market hours. Fucking 4 red days in a row, so I stopped playing it.
Holy god, 4 days in a row.
Dude, half the time that the market gets slow, I trade from 9:30 ish. Well, I mean, I'm up earlier, so if the market's doing something, I'll trade it, obviously. But like 9:30 to 10:30, and then I shit post in Discord, tweet, do whatever I want, work out, and then I come back for like 2 to 4 o'clock, pretty much. I'm only in my chair for like, I don't know, 3-4 hours a day.
Wendy's begging for a shout out, so hi Wendy and your sloppy mommy milkers.
Wow, that's inappropriate. Moving on.
Wait, am I not allowed to say that?
I don't know.
Beep.
I mean, that's what they wanted.
Yeah, people on the stream, like, just do as I say, don't do as I do, man. You'll be very happy.
Brazen Blue says if he takes 3 losses in a row, he calls it a day.
Wow, that's discipline, man. I think Fader has that kind of too. I don't know if he follows it.
What's your guys' rules for moving your stops to break even? Jingle, do you have a rule for that?
I do. I have a lot of theory on this.
Stops to break even.
Stops to break even. Corn?
So there's so many like weird theories around this. It depends on the trade. If it's a level that you really want to hold up, that's like been holding for a long time, I don't believe in moving the stop to break even. You're giving up your initial, you're giving up your advantage that you had. I think it's better to scale down at that point, and that will cover the risk of the trade if you get stopped out. So it's basically just instead of pulling it up to break even, you shave off a couple that will give you the same risk. The downside is your upside potential is slightly taken away, but you're not giving up the advantage point of your entry, because a lot of times there's a really specific entry that it's just keeps holding up there. And if you bring your stop there, then you're going to get stopped out when you shouldn't even be out of the trade.
I learned this from Adam Set. I don't know how he does it, still don't know, but that's how he does it, right? He'll be like, whichever long or short position he wants to do, he'll just like trade the range. Like instead of getting a break even stop, like he'll scalp that range. Like we have this thing right here on the 30-minute chart, right? Let's say like this 55 to 45 zone. He'll be just trading that, and then in whichever direction, let's say he's bearish, he would like trade it like 3 times, like have 15 points of margin, and then like put a one stop right there when like the move is ripe for continuation, or whichever direction he's looking at. So that's like how some people do it.
Yeah, I mean, it depends on the type of trade too. If you're doing like a momentum trade, then pulling your stop up is great. If you're doing like a horizontal level where you have a good support, I think leaving the stop is better. If momentum, pulling it up is good. It has to be like, molded to your play of what you do at the stop. The same thing like scaling in and scaling out, or just going all in at once and all out at once. It's just there's no better way. There's always going to be that.
It's also managing expectation, right? Depending, like today we can have a day, like even if you're looking at this area 55-60 to short, right, it's not going to hit and immediately reverse back down to 0, right? It's not going to happen, or whatever. 4300
that's what you think.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't happen like that. It'll consolidate, right? That's usually what happens. Like one of the times we'll have like a wicked reversal and on some kind of news and stuff, and it'll just like have an explosive high and just reverse back the entire thing. But when you see like a large 30-minute candle like that, like there's no point. Like if you're not having an expectation, right, like how long it's going to take to get the move. I mean, if you shorted like 55 to get to, I don't know, 30 or something, and you just like getting chopped up in this range for like 10 points till like the afternoon, you kind of like lose confidence in the trade, right? Even like taking out and then, so you have to have the right expectation too. That's what I think. Like how long it, like when the move can actually start versus like when you want it to happen. Of course, when we buy, we want it to move immediately, right? But shit doesn't work like that. So
Adam is the best at holding.
Yeah,
I've never seen anyone hold trades like he does. He has just,
dude. He has
his trades like start with like scalps,
on heroin,
and that motherfucker is holding it for 200 points. I don't know how he does it.
See how much he rages in League of Legends, though. He's completely,
dude. That's the scary part, bro.
Yeah,
that's the scary part, is that he will rage in video games, understandably. Yeah, but then when it comes to trading, he's just a monk on heroin. It's so weird.
I don't understand. He just holds him. He lets his runners go so fucking well.
Yeah,
it's like
but you also gotta think about the fact, like the amount of unrealized profit that goes through from his trades is also pretty high.
Yeah,
like I know about it, but like that guy like has like 100 points winners like cut in half, or maybe I don't know, just because it's weird. But that's management.
Yeah, we're gonna develop a system for him where it'll just call it. Yeah. I feel like go ahead.
How do you usually enter your trade? Did you usually scale in, Jingle, or do you do like
I would just like do I can't do scale and scale out. I'll just like be in
because you'll scale to 0.
Yeah, I suck with that. Like I'll be like all over my trade that way. I'll just like do the same thing. And even like that, like I've changed my trade. Instead of looking for the bigger moves, like I know if I try to look for a bigger move, I'm gonna get fucked. So I'm just gonna be like I'm just gonna do it like with a discipline kind of way. Like that. I know like I have problem with holding my winners. So whatever my size is, where I see my setup like giving me a high probability trade, like a scalp or I see like
Yeah.
the things I'm looking for on the profile or the volume profile, I would just take the trade. I will take my 4, 5, 6 points, 7 points, and then I'll just like cut back, or I'll move to micros for the day. I'll be done.
Because I've always found scaling in and scaling out, in theory too, it kind of like an issue a lot of people have when they're programming algorithms is when you have a signal to enter, usually it's like, if it's such a good signal, why do you scale in? Like, here's
exactly.
the time to buy.
That's the
If
thing.
we have to sell, why am I going to hold some? If I'm selling one here, I should sell all. But I think kind of when I think about it, scaling in, it helps smooth out your P&L better to have less variance there, because you just, it's more smooth. You're not going to get fucked either way. You'll take some profits on a move, so everything's averaged out more. There's of course, like everything, there's pros and cons. If you scale in and it goes up before you're totally scaled in, you're going to miss profits. But if it goes down, you'll be able to get everything in there. So I think like if you scale in and scale out, it could help you a lot, as long as you have a max risk in the scale in. Like if you say, I'm only going to lose 500 here and I could keep scaling in until I hit that, then that's something that can help kind of smooth it out.
Yeah. Like that's the part, right? Like combining the market information with the way you want to manage the trade. It does take a lot of practice to do that. Like however way you want to trade. Like if you're trading in a certain way, like it's full clip in and out, or like scaling in and out. If you want to do it the other way, it's going to take a lot of practice too. So I haven't done that yet. Like haven't practiced that much yet, because all on my combines I've been trading like the ES, like 1 or 2 ES, quick scale in, quick in and out, and that's the way I have been trading. But like the other thing, like is definitely like I was talking to Jay last week, and he was like, okay, dude, you can like have a shitload of micros. If you like the entry, you can all like enter at once, but whatever your stop is, if it's 3 points or 4 points, whatever, like 1.5 or 2 times, you gotta scale something out. So that's what I'm like working on right now.
The problem with Jingle is that you'll either scale down infinitely.
Yeah, it's like shitting the bed here.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna trade like the last 10 minutes. So.
No, you're not.
Yeah, I am. I got it.
Bro, the move is done. 56 to 58. Jingle bell gave, and market. Like that's the problem with streaming, right? I'm not in. I have the zone, I have it, but like I can't execute because I'm talking blabbering nonsense, which I'm probably not going to execute on.
Mm-hmm.
0 MAE.
Yeah.
I mean, I've been short, so I'm just chilling. Okay, so Corn, you're gonna dip.
Yeah, I'm gonna dip.
Okay, so we're probably gonna watch your close and then do like a 5 to 10 minute Q&A with the chat. Maybe I don't know if you want to return for that after close.
Yeah, I'll come back in a little. I just
okay. Yeah, do your thing.
Good talking.
Ciao.
Hey, Corn, thanks for coming in, man.
Corn's good. I like him. Is today a P-shaped profile? I don't know. What do you think?
Yeah, P-shape. So this thing never tested. Even went close to 65. This piece of shit rally gets reversed tomorrow.
You think so?
I hope so. And this is also on the weekly chart. You can see like it just like this since 42. It tried to come back into the channel and now it's going back. So everybody's coming in with their close shorts on here. And like this thing dips below 43.33. Like everybody's shorting this. And that's how I feel about it. Structure I'm looking at. What do you think?
I don't know, man. I think it's tough. I mean, I know where my line in the sand is. I'm not going to pretend to be smart enough to know what the overnight session's going to do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I would like to see it. Honestly, dude, I want to fill at 42.50, 42.55. Like
for shorts?
No, for longs. I want the market to go down 90 points. That's what I want. And then I want to buy there. I want to take out a mortgage on my home, take out a mortgage on your home.
Oh God.
And then buy 42.50 to 55 with that pooled money.
42.50. Oh, you want to buy like so near that? Wow.
I want to buy 100 points. Dude, I'm going to buy it with like a 5 to 10 point stop, and I'm going to hold it all the way up for like 100, 200, 300 points.
I don't
That's what's
know.
gonna
It could
happen.
work. Like, but the thing is, I am looking at like these last 3 weeks. You have this 40 to 60 taken out, and it's a couple hundred points down. That's how I see it. Like, I mean, I think 4150 is a given if 4250 breaks here. Worst case scenario would be 4055. I would buy 4055.
40.55?
Yeah.
Dude, that's like 300 points away.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, why don't we talk about that if we ever fucking see it again? Okay, we'll talk about that when we get there.
Yeah, sure. It's pretty far. I'm just looking for the short side right here. Until like 65 gets taken out.
Yeah, dude, I take this day by day.
Yeah,
dude. Honestly, I think this thing needs to close below 40. I want to see it close below 38.40. That'll be good.
Yep.
That'll make me very happy. Because that would just mean that everyone in this P shape is just sitting pretty happy, sitting short. That'd be great.
Yeah, short covering rally. It's weird how on the market profile Dalton has some concepts like this. Like he'll call like a P-shaped profile as short covering, whereas like if you look at like normal chart pattern, it's a fucking bull flag, right? So go figure. What the fuck is it? But like this one looks like short covering today for sure. Like this is the trade I
possibly
like.
just from everyone.
I don't normally take trades on other traders, but like when you see like the big sellers like coming absorbing shit at 45, 43, 55 area, and you see Jimmy tweet out, you go short. It's simple.
Yeah, I want to see, dude. I think this market's going to close at like 35, 32.
Yeah,
that's where I want to see it close. If it can close at 43, 32, I'll be very fucking happy.
Let's go back to this thing area. What's that? 43.32 is 1. If that slips out, it's 25. I think we close at 25.
25?
Yeah.
Oh boy. Yeah, like I think if it
send some panic.
I need to see it smash 38s and then it'll just close at 32, I think. 32, 33.
Let me see at the footprint if somebody's actually coming in to buy. There's nobody buying this crap. Right
Jay,
here.
what software do you use to trade? I use Jigsaw to execute and Sierra to do my analysis.
Yeah, there's a bid here, right here. Good hold.
Yeah. There was a buyer here earlier at 38.
183. Went through 4338.
Jay, do you need any help coding for Sierra? No, I have Corn for that.
Corn does it? He does coding stuff?
Yeah. So I work with, I bring ideas to Corn. He makes them and then he never gives them to me.
Lol. Thank you very much, Jay. That's smart brain.
Yeah.
Oh god.
That's why his P&L is so fucking good.
Oh.
And here I am staring at the DOM like a monkey. Any tips on developing tools? None. I don't have any. I don't code.
Yeah, I think like if somebody's actually looking for indicators, something like order flow indicators, if the concepts you understand are pretty good if you can make them. Like I think Ignac has them. Like he codes it in a certain way because you know what, this DOM and stuff, you can do it, you can use it, but once you have your patterns and stuff like that, why not just use some kind of a pattern to indicators to show that stuff.
Dude, Brad is such a hilarious trader. He's short almost 100 lots from 58s.
What
Jesus
the fuck?
Christ.
Seriously?
Jesus Christ. He just messaged me. He's like, I need below 38s.
100 lots.
Dude.
Like that dude is up 100K right here.
Like 80 or some bullshit like
He's
that.
up 100K on this trade. Wow.
Yeah. I don't know if Brad trades his own account or if he trades for fun. Either way, he cracks me up. That dude's hilarious.
Wow. Jesus Christ. Do you use VWAP charts on longer time frames, Trizzy?
I have it plot daily VWAPs. I've sent you that, right?
Yeah, that's the other one.
Yeah.
So I've been using this this hourly on the monthly VWAP. That's pretty cool as well.
Wait,
bids
what?
here.
Show me that. What are you talking about?
I'll show you. Man, this monitor sucks, man. I can't even. I'll do a screenshot, then put it on this other monitor. You'll be able to see it here. Can you see it?
Yeah, now I can.
Yeah.
So what is this?
This is like the monthly VWAP. So this cyan line is the monthly VWAP, and the upper and the lower are the +2 standard deviations on that, and then we see all the visible bars in volume profile. So yesterday we were right at like -2 right here, and today we not only reverse, we pushed the +2. So talk about risk reward, eh?
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah, VWAP is pretty cool. Like it's we've
Yeah, I mean, it
told
makes
to
sense.
believe like it's like people like algos and stuff use that coded, and on longer time frames it's actually pretty good.
I need this to close at 32s. 32, 33. That'd be great.
It's dying, man.
Dude, it's probably gonna just close at 38, which would suck, and then drift up into the settle. That would suck.
Big traders
Chat.
buying it.
If I nailed this close at 33-ish, but give or take, name your first child after me.
Low.
Jingle can't name his first child after me because he has like 6 of those things. But
Oh god. We still have like 300 people here. The people, if you haven't subscribed to my channel, do. I'll probably get this J guy here like often if you guys like him, and do press the like button too. That'll be awesome.
all right, where are you gonna close? Close at 33s. Come on, tell me I'm a fucking genius.
VWAP on the day is 43.30.96. So 43.31 is the.
It's gonna close at 33s.
31. Tap it. Stop those. Oh, here's the bid, eh? 1200.
Oh, fuck off.
Rushing.
Whatever.
Yeah, dude, it's getting. They're absorbing.
It touched 32s. I'm taking that, or 33s. I'm taking it as a victory. If you guys don't like it, kiss my ass. Okay, let's see. You guys want to do the Q&A now? Like a 10
Let's do it.
Or you got to go?
Let's do it.
Okay, we're gonna. I think Corn's gonna join pretty shortly, but like we can just get it started now. So chat, if you have any questions, ask away. What do you look at on a day-to-day basis? I watch the tape, the time and sales, and I physically write down in a book where I notice buyers and sellers. And then I mark those levels down on my chart, and then I trade around those levels.
Favorite porn star? Oh god.
Jingle, you can field that question because it has nothing to do with trading.
No idea, man. Like them all.
How do you filter your time and sales? I use Jigsaw's what do you call it? Reconstructed tape, and my orders are filtered by 50, and then I have one really fast tape.
Yeah, I use one on the 100 lots, one on 50, and one like the fast tape. Like the bigger
Gotcha.
ones are what you gotta want to be paying attention to, right? That's all you need. Like if you
Brad is put seller Pablo on Twitter now.
Oh really? Like his name is
that's
Brad.
That's my boy Brad. Yeah. What's my position size as a percentage of my portfolio? I don't really put more than 1% of my account into a single trade.
Wow,
so,
Jay, wow. Jingle's putting down 20%.
So like my options trade today on my puts, I put 1% of my account, roughly. That's if it goes to 0. I mean, I'm never gonna let the position go to zero. I mean, my puts expire on Friday.
Like normally you use a 50% stop loss mentally or something
No,
like that?
dude, I'm using a daily on that one, right? So I'm going to close them if we have a day one close over 43.60 or 43.65, right? So I got to watch it. I don't know. I don't have like a strict rule for it, but if I'm never going to ride the position out to zero, but I have 1% of my account in it. If I am correct and we go all the way back down, I'm getting like, I don't know, like 7 times my money. So I risk 1% to make 7%, you know?
That's pretty good risk reward, man. Like that's the thing with options, right? I like that part with options. Like the risk reward, you can move that thing in like multiple ways to make the trade you want to, like in terms of risk reward and stuff. I mean, I always wanted to learn that shit, but like I've never like done it till now. What do we have right here?
No, I took one at the money put and I sold the 42.50 for Friday. And then I sold the credit call spreads above. Yeah. Because I knew that I was going to get theta fucked for taking this position in the middle of the day. Yeah. So I figured if I just sell the call spreads that, you know, I'll make some of that back.
That makes sense.
I don't use footprints. Jingle, do you use footprint charts?
Yeah, I do use it.
You do?
Yeah.
And you use it on time or by number of ticks or what's up?
So, like I've tried like different ones. The one I'm using right now is on a reversal chart, the point and figure, right? So how that works is, so I just want to see like where it's consolidating and where things are breaking out. So that's all I want to see on the chart. I don't want to go, whether that happens by time or whether that happens by range, whatever it is. I just want to see how things happen there. And when price goes back to there, are the people again initiating or not? So that's what I use it for. It's pretty good. I mean, I don't use time and sales that much. It's too much for me seeing that thing. But just the bid and the ask on the dome is what I look at when I'm in the trade. And when I'm just looking for the kind of interaction near key levels, I would look the footprint, how it happened.
Gotcha. Yeah, I know a lot of people use the footprint for absorption. Somebody else asked about that. Do you use it for absorption?
Yeah, I use it for it.
Gotcha. Yeah, see, I spot my absorption just by looking at like the last traded quantity on the DOM.
Yeah, so but the problem with DOM is like if I'm looking at something like a price like today, like price went up to 58, right? Like you can see the absorption on the DOM, whatever, but when the price comes back to 44, like the previous day's high, right? So there I want to see somebody big with size again initiating. So that I can see on the footprint pretty well. But like I won't be able to see the same interaction which happened during the last breakout candle. Like where were the big positions? So I can really see like this was where the buyers were and they are buying it back here. So they are getting out of their shorts. So it helps me in that way. It just organizes that thing. But like the main thing you use is the dome, right? You just see the bid and the ask. So footprint is just organization of that. If you want to look at something, because dome, you cannot go back in time during the trading session and see like where that position was. So you have an idea in your mind where the buyers and sellers were, but once you see it on the footprint chart, like clearly, like that gives you confidence to put on the trade. That doesn't mean like I have all this confirmation, I'm going to still let my winners run. I don't do that. I still take it like 3-4 points out. I'm such a dumbass, man, sometimes.
Hang on, we'll answer some shit. What's your background before trading? I was a university student, founded a business before that. I went to law school, dropped out during COVID, picked up trading. Jingle?
I was with Santa Claus, man.
What?
Then he abandoned me last Christmas.
You're so stupid.
When I faded his rally. He's like, fuck you. I don't want
Do I trade opening range breakouts? If so, I don't do any of that, man. I just watch the tape.
I look at the 5-minute opening range. It doesn't mean I do any fuck all about or execute based on that. I just look at it.
Yeah, Braised and Blue raised a good point about over-analysis with footprint charts, especially if you're just using... I think footprints give you a good summation of what happened.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of them. I haven't used them in like a
footprint,
year.
if you're just looking at everything that happens on it, you're not going to get that anything out of. Same thing with the dome. If you're staring at that thing all day, it's not going to help you out.
If I had to pick one book on market structure, what would it be? Sorry, I'm reading out loud because I'm a fucking asshole. Stottlemyer's books on market profile.
Have you read them all, Strizzy?
Absolutely not. I just recommend them to people I don't read.
That's what I thought.
I don't read, man. Dude,
sense.
Listen, okay. I learned via the Socratic method. Okay, I watch some videos. I talk to people who I respect and people that I think are better than me, and then I just pick up what they're doing. I try to apply it, and then I just try to, I try to be a better player every day.
Yeah, hit and trial, right? That's the way to do it.
Do I trade options, futures? I trade both, bro. I trade everything. I trade water if I could.
I just trade futures. What do you mean watch the tape? So watch the tape has a different meaning for like a lot of people. Like some people would watch the footprint. Some people would just watch the bid and ask on the dome. Some people would refer to time and sales. So anything which has, I would say, real-time volume information out there to help you make a trading decision would be constituted as reading the tape, watching the tape, something like that.
Sorry, were you asking me a question?
Nope.
Okay, great. I can't believe you just had to explain watching the tape.
Yeah, I had to.
Thoughts on trailing? We've already covered trailing stops. Go back like 30 minutes. You'll get a whole feel about it, bro.
Come on, Strizzy, you stopped that at the lows, man. Come on. Not even the VWAP on the day. What the fuck?
Oh, what, at 33 or whatever?
Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I don't know, man. I just
much absorption.
Sometimes you just know, you know?
So that's the thing right here. So whatever, like I was talking about the absorption at 56 to 58. So now these things have like there's absorption back here at 30s. So that's kind of trade done. Like I'm not looking to short this for another 30 points, right? So this is how you watch the tape and want to be on the right side of it, but you don't want to be like, oh, if it's that's the zone, I'm going to hold it for another 50 points or stuff like that. You got to make a decision like these are the amount of points I'm looking for, or like my that trade thesis that I put out, like 56 to 58, I think that is kind of done here at 32 to 34. I wouldn't be like shorting it here. I don't think there's any edge in that.
I gotcha. Do you use IBR? No, I don't use IBR. So like I'll kind of look at the initial balance sometimes just to see where we're at during the day. Like ideally so most institutions do their trading in the first hour and the last hour, obviously. So that's where you get the most size and the most amount of volume coming into the market.
Yeah.
So if you just think of it from a logic perspective, that let's say like today, the initial balance is, most of the day's range. It's like 40 points. We trended. We kind of turned the day into a P shape. I don't consider this a particularly strong close since it came back into the initial balance to close at the close.
Yep. That makes
sense.
How does
Pablo Escobar read the tape the exact same way as me?
Jay, I have a question for you.
What's up?
When you're like, whatever methods you're using to trade, right? Do you actually quantify them in a certain way in terms of like how many times that trade actually works out? Do you track it?
Yeah, dude, I did all that shit manually for like the first like 6 months. And then I stopped doing it because I'm an asshole.
Yeah, like something like, let's say if it's like fading a VWAP or something.
Dude, the number one piece of advice that I can give anyone who ever wants to start trading is don't be an asshole like me, okay? Learn how to fucking code, okay? It will make this shit so much easier just to track everything, just to test your own theories. Dude, I'm a fucking piece of shit, okay? Like if I have an idea, I gotta manually go back like a prick and go review, like try and find instances of this phenomenon.
It's hard. It's tough.
Oh,
it's
dude,
tough.
I snort so much Adderall, bro. to like go back. Like, dude, I'll do this on like a weekend for like 72 hours. Okay, it's absolutely miserable. Learn how to code.
I was thinking about one thing. Like I'm using the 5-minute opening range, right? So let's say I'm looking for some kind of stats in terms of probability. So the basic idea about this thing is whenever you're taking a trade, you want to know what kind of probabilities it has. Do you have the edge, or are you actually fucked? So if the day opens, right, for example, whatever the opening range is, 5-minute, and if the market moves like 10 points down, right, and then it reverses and takes out the other side of the range, like we want to see like what kind of move it does after it. Does it like, is any chance to go back there, or it just not like the probabilities are against me? So this is the kind of thing that you can like learn to code and come out with, like, and then you'll know like basically the trade you're taking, the edge is on your side or is it against you. So I do get your point, Jay.
Coding where? I don't know, man. It's like Python or C++, I think, for Sierra. Corn develops, I think Corn writes in Python and C++. I think those are the two big ones for finance, or those two. I mean, don't ask me. I don't know anything. Like I have Corn, and one of my good friends, I mean, I have Lily, obviously, and Lily can make me anything that I ask for. But one of our good friends is a quant at Facebook, and he's the one who does like most of the stuff that I ask. You know, I just share the work. Like if it were, I feel terrible because this is the other problem with not knowing how to code, is that if you have an idea and you tell somebody who can code and they start looking around into it for you, and they spend like 60 hours of their life trying to find alpha in your idea, and then it's completely ass, you know, you feel like an asshole.
Yeah.
Right. Because then you're wasting somebody else's time, and it's just not a good look.
It doesn't make sense to do it. So you better have some nice idea.
Yeah. You gotta learn
make their time worthwhile, you know.
But you worked at IBM, so
yeah, I did with TikToks. We were together, and then he just started trading micros, and I said like, yeah, dude, don't talk to me now.
He can't stand me. I mean, he likes you, but he can't stand me.
It's just like people being yeah, if like you gathered like so much following so quickly, and he was like, fuck you, I've been doing this for 10 years.
My ultimate, okay, hang on. I troll him.
Trump.
Hang on. He talks so much shit. Okay,
he does.
Obviously I troll him back, but then he blocks me for like 3 to 4 months at a time.
Pussy, man.
And it's just like,
that sucks.
You little bitch, you know what I mean? But then, okay, if by some miracle I manage to amass more followers than him, my ultimate troll will be to start telling everyone that I taught him everything he knows.
Yeah,
and that he started trading in code.
Isn't it actually true?
I don't know. He'll lose his mind, bro. He'll lose his mind.
I don't know, man. Like I like the guy. I liked him. Like I'm pretty.
I love him, but I think he's
an asshole.
Psychotic.
Yeah, he's an asshole.
He's psychotic. People think I'm crazy. He's fucking crazy.
He's nuts, man.
Yeah, dude. He's like Amber Heard level of crazy.
Oh
okay?
God, I don't know what goes on with him, but like the dude has me blocked forever. Like I would go back and I would make like, I'm like one comment away from getting blocked again, and then he was like, okay, this is not gonna work out. I'm gonna keep this guy blocked forever. I'm like, okay, I'm not missing much out, man.
Yeah, at this point though, being blocked by Tick is a litmus test to determine if I will like you or not.
Oh God.
You know, that's kind of like, if you haven't been blocked by Tick, I don't trust you.
Yeah, you have to be blocked by him.
I don't trust you.
Oh God, I think he has just like one guy left. That's I think Brad. I don't know. Options Brian, that's his bitch.
Yeah.
I don't know. He's the only one. I think just because I don't know. I don't want to say anything, but like I don't know. He blocks everybody and then unblocks again, and I think he's just. And this time I've blocked him. Like for the last time he blocked me, I'm like, fuck you, I'm giving it back to you. And I think I have him blocked too. So.
Have I spoken to Hank on mic? No, I haven't. Next time we do this, Jingle, I'm bringing on Hank and I'm bringing on Brad.
Bring everybody, man.
Okay, fantastic.
Yeah,
that'll be a trip.
It'll be actually good. I'm gonna actually trade and not speak during the trade, because if I'm doing this alone, I have to fucking speak all the time and I can't trade. Even today, like I talked a lot, so shouldn't have, because I had like 2 superior traders.
You're so dumb.
Oh god.
But yeah, cool. Well, I don't know. Is this a victory? I said it would close at 33. What did it actually close at, chat? Does anybody know?
I consider my call a victory. 56 to 58, that thing broke down. I win.
Did I help Lily with Nope? I actually made Nope, but we published it under Lily's name.
I don't know, man.
Because we thought it would be better received
sometimes
if a woman invented it.
Whenever I've used it, I've got fucked with it. I'm in the initial stage, and then I was like, okay, I don't know how to use it. Fuck it.
Nobody does, but it's provocative. I take credit for all the Nope winning trades, and then Lily gets all the flack for the losing ones.
I don't know. It was like one Friday, Nope was like, I don't know, like 6,000 or something, like 200 or something. I'm short the S&Ps like 39.55 or something, like 2 lots, and that thing fucking, like, I don't know, squeezed up like 36.70 and closed there, and then I got out of the trade, and the next Globex it melted all the way down where it started from. So it's weird, man. Futures, like, yeah, if there's only one thing you can take away from this, don't over leverage. Every strategy you have turns to shit if you take on too much leverage, no matter how good the trade is. Any more questions for Jay before I call him?
Before you call me, you bitch.
I stole that word from Dick.
Jay, how are you friends with Lily? I knew Lily back in, I don't even remember what the Discord was called. I think it was called The Corporation or something like that. But yeah, this is like way before Lily ever had like 1,000 followers. I'm pretty sure I don't want to say this because she probably would have made one anyway, but I think I'm the one who got her started on Twitter, like urged her to make one,
Lily's the best, man. Like,
yeah, Lily's cool. I enjoy her. I dislike that she's like infinitely times fucking smarter than me. Makes me pretty sick.
Just the way she speaks as like, she knows everything.
I know.
She's too smart.
It's pretty, yeah. Makes me insecure.
Yeah, it does. But in the end, this shit either goes up or down.
Which Axia Futures course did I take? I took all of them. I didn't go through the footprint one. I'd really prefer watching if you are going to go through any of them, I just watched the Futex live ones. I think the Axia ones move really slow.
Jay, you know what? We should actually make a course to clutter the shit out and actually the things.
I don't know about making a course. I mean, like, probably never. But like, if I ever did make one, it wouldn't be a subservice. It would just be like, here's $100. Here, give me $100. Here's 15 videos, and I would have to be done trading at that point. It's just like yeah, dude. I don't care. I'd go start like a fucking animal shelter or some bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah, it'd just be like, I'm done though. Like, I probably wouldn't. I just don't want to be responsible for people. Like, even like this whole Twitter thing is like a pain in the ass, bro. Like, you tell people that I was shorting like 58 or 57 or whatever. I was shorting around there today. And dude, I got like 4 people DMing me that it's going to go up to 4,400 and blah, blah, blah. This trade's going to 0 and that I shouldn't be tweeting this stuff. And now we're sitting at 43.30. Dude, it's just annoying, bro.
I have none of these problems because nobody
bro, they fucking suck, dude.
Yeah. Like people don't realize like actually like how like we all take shots and like nobody knows what's actually happening. People think actually we know something, like,
dude, I'm just flipping a coin.
Exactly.
It's absolutely ridiculous, but it's just, not only is it kind of a coin flip, but we can all agree, okay, for the most part, that trading is exceptionally difficult, right?
Yeah, it
Like
is.
just emotionally, just on your mental, like emotionally, mentally, and even like a bit physically, it's kind of demanding. Like to just have to sit there and fucking stare at the tape and all that bullshit.
Yeah.
It's like, I never, for the most part, I don't shit on people's work. At least I try not to.
Yeah.
You know, I don't comment on other people's work because it's like, I understand that you've probably spent weeks, if not years of your life developing the system.
Yeah.
And you wouldn't believe these things if you didn't have a justified true belief in your work. You know, so me as a separate individual who's completely unbeknownst to the amount of effort that you put into your system.
Yeah, it just takes a minute to say like this guy sucks or this is not working or stuff.
I have zero right to comment on whatever the fuck it is that you're doing.
Yeah. And
I just wish that people, you know, like, I don't know. It's just whatever. You know, if you have a losing trade, that sucks, bro. Like, take it on the chin, move the fuck along.
It's just this simple.
If you have a winning trade, good for you.
Whatever you're doing, if you're making money, that's all that matters. Risk adjusted. Like, that's all there is. That thing, if it works, it works. If it doesn't work, then you need to change it. Like, but still, like, we're not going to say shit on yourself. But, like, that's the thing, right? You can only fuck it up so many times before you improve, right? If you're doing the same thing again and again, like I do, like a lot of the times, that's dumb. You got to cut it out. So, and only people who actually care about you are going to tell you in that way. But if like the people like who you don't know and stuff like that, who cares what they say, right? Because they're not contributing anything.
Mm-hmm. And for the most part, we're all just fucking people. You know what I mean? Like for the most part, if you make a bad trade, you know that you made a mistake.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you know that it was like hindsight 2020. Yeah, it was incorrect, but it's just like I don't need to tell you that you did something incorrect. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just let people make their mistakes. You know, like at the
That's
end of the day,
right?
Yeah, at the end of the day, if their account's growing, it doesn't matter. You know?
Yep.
Unless somebody specifically seeks me out to ask advice, I don't say shit about other people's trading. But yeah.
Looking at the market, JR, do you have like an opinion? Like, what's the possible next upside destination or the downside?
Okay. What do I think
Yeah.
is very highly likely?
Yeah.
I think it's highly likely that we touch 43.24 overnight.
Yeah.
And 43.10 tomorrow at the minimum. I think that's highly likely. What do I want to happen?
Tomorrow is going to be an inside day. That's what you're thinking, right?
Yeah. What do I want to happen is I want this shit to go down to 42.55. Now, what's actually going to happen, it probably trades 4,400.
Yeah, that could happen. Like, yeah, I mean, that's how you have to be ready for the other side. Especially you have to be really ready for the side you're actually taking the opposite position, right? If you're betting it on going down and it starts going up, you probably have to pay a lot of attention to that because that's how we get stuck, right? We just see down, 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 and that thing takes off and you have no plan. And now next thing you're with your shorts at 43, 80 or 90, not knowing what to do.
Yeah, it's just what I'm not particularly fond of is
I don't know why you want to buy 42.55 here. Like I don't know. Like
dude,
it could work.
If you go look at the majority of the major like bottoms or the major tops that we've put in, most of the major tops that we put in before going to a new like a swing low and then you know making it even higher high, most of them are happening either in ETH or on market holidays.
Yeah.
And I don't like the fact that there is no ETH low right now.
That's weird.
You know what I'm saying? That's what I want. I want to see the market go down to 42.50, 42.55 around London time, like when London opens, for London to get their fill and then the market to reverse. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, I'm like, probably the next time we break that low, we're probably going to go a lot lower. But yeah, like 42.55 is fine. What you're banking on is this lows to stick and no further downside. So that could work, yeah. We will see. Overnight trading.
I rarely ever do overnight trading. Rarely. If I think that the overnight's going to be especially interesting, I'll go to bed at like 10 p.m. Eastern, wake up at 3 in the morning. and I'll check it out and I'll watch
I
it.
don't know, on a day like today, like we have the point of control at 43.54 something, right? So like taking a trade overnight, if we were to like short the point of control on a P-shaped profile, something like that coding, like I don't have the stats on that. That's like none whatsoever. So that's the kind of data I was thinking, like do you maintain or stuff like that?
No, not that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it will be pretty.
Yeah.
I don't know if
you could, that could definitely be made. Like if you want that to be done, I can have somebody take a look at it.
Yeah, that's the thing, right? That's the same thing you're talking about, like not having to make some shit which has no significance at all. It's just like, random ideas that's coming to your mind.
But the thing is, so it's that the trendicator that we made, we required all the ESF tick data to make it, and we did break each session into a profile. Wow. So we can actually backtest shit like that pretty simply.
Yeah.
It's just, who the fuck wants to do it?
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like whatever your edges are, like we have like different trades, right? Like fading the point of control, or maybe just buying the pullback from there, maybe just the VWAP on the day, on the session, on the week. If you know exactly like what kind of May is on that trade average versus the MFE that you get, I think that's what would really separate you in terms of separating your trades, where you want to put a 2 lot on or where you want to put a 5 lot on, and which trades you want to actually hold. So I've seen like trading the weekly profile or even the monthly profile, like it's completely different from trading the day thing. Like buying yesterday at 42.70 was like a much better trade than just like doing, like, it's of course hindsight, but I know why I was willing to buy at that level and hold it. And the market's kind of like, showing continuation in terms of your thesis. So I think just that kind of data to have would give you an additional confidence to put on more size or to cut back if you see something else.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I mean, you need to find a way to backtest your ideas. That way your faith and conviction isn't purely anecdotal in your own experiences. So
even like I talked about having like kind of simple rules. I was like, okay, I don't use the opening range much, but here's the deal. Like if I have an idea, right, and I'm on the wrong side of the 5-minute opening range, like what do I expect from the day, right? That day I'm clearly wrong. Not even talking about the initial balance, but the 5. So those are the kind of things, like if you have like detailed statistics on, that can really be a game changer in terms of having the confidence to put on the size.
Yeah. So exactly what you're talking about is having the data. So I view trading a lot like foreign policy. So essentially, like if you think about foreign policy between countries, every country has secrets, right? So everyone's trying to navigate the world with imperfect data. But to make the optimal decision with the imperfect data, or with the data that they have.
Exactly.
And that's exactly what trading is. Like you will never have all the data.
No,
you just won't. Like as a retail trader, it's never going to happen. Even as an institution, it's never going to happen unless you're like fucking Rentec, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so all you have to do is you got to take a look at your data, try to amass as much data that is relevant to you as possible. Don't just hoard data and paralyze yourself. And then use that data to make the best possible decision that you can.
Yeah. And then like how the weekly levels work. What's the average May on the trade? What's the MFE on the trade? And how when next time that thing comes up, you should actually hold that thing more until you get to the other side of the trade or you hit the target. So these are the kind of things, like yesterday, like if you're a scalper, right? If you see, let's say, buyer on the tape 42.68, I saw him, I bid with him, and then it goes like 10 points up, you scale out, you're like, okay, I'm done for the day, I made my $1,000 or $2,000. But like you don't realize like how good that level is, like what's the significance of that thing and what it can really give you. Like that's what the market has done, right? You're talking about those swing lows, and when that thing turns around, it goes up like 200 points. Like that's crazy. So if you're taking 10 points out and that move on an average gives a 50-60 point MFE, you're just like screwing yourself up.
Exactly.
But you would not know it if you don't have the data, right?
Precisely.
Yeah. So it's a separate story, but like right now, like focusing on what we can do, right? Reading the tape and stuff and just extracting points out. My thing is more risk management, but yeah, I have all these ideas which probably I want to do and improve upon. I'm sure you have them too.
I don't gotta improve on anything. I'm perfect.
I bet you are. I bet you.
It's so stupid.
I want 4170 as major low. That's the thing, right? Everybody was fucking looking for the tops. Like when we were rallying, right? Everybody wanted 45, 4550. And when we actually get there, hardly anybody put on a position. And now we are tanking, and now everybody wants to buy the lows. And suddenly, all you know, the lows are going to be in, and we are going to be ramping back up. And everybody would be shorting the halfway move, the rally, and getting again screwed. So that's, I don't know, that's how markets work. They like they fool you a lot. Like even yesterday, like everybody was talking about 4250, 4230 or stuff like that, but the market just reversed. And if you didn't have a plan to get out of the trade, you got screwed. That's weird. You have anything to add on, Strizzy, to close the stream now? We've been like rambling a lot.
No, I have nothing to say. I hate all of you equally.
Okay, yeah, same, mutual.
Okay, thanks for having me on, dude.
Yeah, no problem. Whenever you want, we'll probably do it again sometimes next week.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And thank you everybody for coming in for the Squeeze City episode. But like, it's changing now, so we'll see how the open is tomorrow, and probably we'll try to get another couple of people in here if Jay wants to bring them to share, you know, what kind of stuff we do.
Ciao for now.
Okay, peace. If you guys have any feedback, leave it in the comment section in the video, and please do hit the like and the subscribe button. We'll probably do more of these if you guys enjoy them. Thank you for tuning in.